Let's get it. Welcome and welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome back. This is Art to the Round Table. My name is Mello. It is Freeform Friday. I been doing a lot of painting for the majority of April. Been looking at some of my pieces, and it's like I was feeling exhausted from all the painting, so I figured we'll do a little bit of drawing. So let's do that. And you can see on my screen what I'll be drawing. I'm going to be drawing this X-Men number 207 from 1986. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful cover. That's not the point. So I just want to be a little bit looser today. It is Friday, as I said, if you guys don't remember. So let's just go. Come in, jump on. What is it? Take your seat at the table, join me. I have the reference on my horizontal stream, so if you want to jump on and draw with me, go ahead and do so. It should be fun. I have it in a grayscale image, and I'll pop it up occasionally here if you guys want. But it might be distracting, so I'll just keep that there. Anyway, you guys let me know what you want to do. I got a grid going on an 8 by 10 artboard. I got some underneath, but I really don't need them. And that's it, guys. These are the pencils I'm going to use. I think this is an HB lighter pencil. This is a 2B, I believe, and this is a regular blue. Prismacolor blue. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this. Maybe, maybe not. I don't want it to compete with the grid so far. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the grid to loosely map out the figure. I'm not going to copy the figure one for one. I just want the measurements so it'll fit on the page. And then I'm going to jump and use my homie here for most of my musculature and the 3D form for when I do eventually paint this. So I'm going to put him over here. If that's cool with you. I am going to set my phone up. I'm always a day late and a dollar short with these setups, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Wherever you are. Move that over. Hopefully it's not in the way. It always happens though. As soon as I get everything the way I want it to. All right. I think we're ready. I hope we're ready. I think we're ready. I love this cover. So, I just read a run of these, and it's been really fun. So, it's good to just pay that tribute and that homage. Let's go. All right. Where's my grid piece here? So, all I'm going to do, I have on my screen, not only do I have this here in front of me for my reference, I do have it in front of me on my monitor. And that's what I'm using to look at the grid right here. 1, 2. It's so weird how it just always feels sometimes it always feels smaller. I don't care for it to be exact. Like I said, I just want to have the proportions right, and then I'm just gonna go nuts. Bob Art, how are you? Welcome to. If this is your first time, thank you for swinging through. I am just recreating that Wolverine. It's an X-Men cover with our homie Wolverine. Number five. How you doing this Friday? Hope you're doing well. I am going to include the scratch marks. Yeah, Wolverine is one of the coolest characters they created. He's in everything, isn't he? He's been an Avenger. He's been part of the Fantastic Four. Kind of selfish. Let somebody else be. But that's just how popular he is. Where we at? That is 5 and 4. All right, we're in the right place. Drawing like this just feels a little bit too mechanical for me. I understand the balance, the allure of doing using the grid method for this. It just feels really, like I said, feels mechanical. Which is why I'm going to just use it for my proportions, and then I'm just gonna let loose, and then what number is that? 7. Like, I don't know, it's not really fun for me to draw this way. It's kind of cool at the end if you want to kind of shut your brain off and just kind of study the lines and study the figure. I think this is great. I would, if you're gonna do a super detailed, if that's what you're going for, like a hyper realistic, then I think it's cool. It's a cool tool. They're very what's the word I'm looking for? Helpful. A very helpful tool. All right. So I'm going to elaborate on a lot of this, but I have a habit of yeah, it's not my thing either. I've used it a couple of times in the past, and more so recently, just because the piece, and I'll show you in a second, the piece that I was doing was very specific. And this is kind of specific, and I really was using this it's just so weird. I was using it for my proportions, but none of this is gonna stay. I just wanted to make sure I can put the whole figure on the page here without too much erasing. It's a good way to do it. Alright, we are already getting our first kind of tangents here, because I'm going to show you in a second what I'm really going to use for my reference. I've already diverted some but that's okay. We can do whatever we want. I was already drawing pretty bad before I found people using the grid method. And at first, you can imagine me saying, that's cheating. But it isn't cheating. It's not cheating at all. It's just another tool. His lines are weird. His lines are weird. As if I can out. But then again, this proportion, this drawing is not in proper proportions the way Ramita did it, and you can kind of understand why he did it this way to get everything on. Sometimes these artists aren't thinking about aesthetic, they're just trying to, right? They're trying to draw a bomb ass cover. Alright, bam, 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 and then what number is that? 8 and 5. But I still think this is going to be pretty fun to do. I'm going to show you right now. I have pretty much the figure all the way in here. I can get a little bit creative with that piece. He hides that other one. I'll just put it there. I've been doing a very modified version of the grid method on some of my pieces. Like I will draw a thumbnail or a really rough piece, and I'll use Photoshop or Photopea, and I will just measure it on the page and put squares, and I would measure those proportions on my page to keep me in check. That's 3, that's 4. So that claw from here to 6. Wow. And then fingers here, thumb here. Yeah, but once you get it, this is what I kind of like about the grid. Nico, how are you? Happy Friday. Hope you celebrate Friday. Alright. That's pretty rough. Even with the grid, I really don't need the face, but I'm going to put the face here. 4. And I think that's pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. It's been such a crazy week that I thought today was Saturday. Where am I from? I am from Florida. Where are you guys watching from? If you don't mind me asking. Yes, I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats. The one you hear crying in the background, she's not in danger. She is just deaf. She's old. She's about 16 years old. So, India. I've been getting a lot of viewers in India, so welcome. You're like about 10 hours ahead, aren't you? And from Bangladesh. Well, welcome both of you. That's really cool. All right. All right, that seems to be pretty good. And my table seems busy, but we'll see. Ike, how you doing, brother? I am doing well. Happy Friday to you, my good man. All right. I think that's good enough here. I appreciate that, Nico. Thank you. Again, I'm using the grid method here just to get the overall proportions in, and then I'm gonna go pretty freeform. I'm gonna show you my what I am gonna use for my form. This is suit. I'm trying to follow though a bit of the proportions here. This is the anatomy. So that's the shoulder. He's kind of buff. So the traps, right? Are those traps up here? No, traps on the bottom, right? I can't remember. Thank you, Nico, for the subscription. I appreciate that. It's gonna be in the chest. The midsection is hidden. Do we understand why Wolverine wears a belt? He's wearing spandex. It should be tight. I'm gonna lower the belt a little bit. I'm pretty good with anatomy. I draw a lot of this, and I have a lot of references around me, but thank you. You don't have to know everything. What's going on, Saboteur? Nova Draws, thank you for that. And Nico says has a lot of anime. I love anime. I'm gonna eventually switch to my other pencil. You guys can already tell I am running 2 different streams, so if you're asking questions but you hear me responding to somebody else, you'll know why. I'm not losing it. I am probably losing it, but alright. But yeah, I felt that today was a good way. I was gonna use today just to be a little bit looser. I was saying earlier how just been doing a lot of paintings, and it takes a lot out of you. There's a lot of concentration going on. One, just for getting it done, making it look right, tones and shades and Where are my gloves? Oh, you did a storm? That's cool. She's one of my favorite characters to draw. She's one of my favorite characters, period. They always, in the 80s, they always drew her very authoritative and strong, and her character was very authoritative and strong. And when they took her power away in the 80s, in the mid 80s, they really defined the strength of her character. Nico, I've just been doing this for a very long time. You was gonna try pencils and you changed your mind? That's interesting. Are you, Ike, are you appreciating just how that you're getting a lot looser, more comfortable with the pen, not needing to change or erase anything? Not that erasing is bad, but you know what I'm talking about. I think you may understand what I'm trying to say to here. There is something very freeing about just inking. It puts emphasis on the importance of the line. As a sketchy artist, you can just keep scribbling and scribbling until you find the line that works for you. See you later, Bob Art. Thank you for swinging through. Appreciate you. But yeah, when you feel stuck, yeah, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. Have you been feeling a bit of kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a block. Maybe that is what I'm looking for. Nico, it is 3:26 p.m. where I am. You haven't used pencils in a long time. Yeah. And it's almost 1 a.m. in India. Yes, Sab, you and I are in the same time zone. I think the vertical stream gets sent overseas more often. Lately, I've been getting a lot of viewers from India, from homie here from Bangladesh, but from India I had a few. And from the other side, Canada and Alaska. No Floridians. Phrasing, Saboteur, phrasing. That's what's up. Hey, Nova, one of these days I'll prop up a cover of Storm. And draw tomorrow. Or draw some other day. And it's almost 8:30 in the UK. So I'm talking to you guys from the past. Where is it? Sab, yes. That foam really does help. It keeps the pencil and all the weight on the balls of your fingers. I don't feel like I'm crushing it or crushing my hand doing so. It still allows for variation in line. Plus, we use different pencil leads. So, where are we? I will be redoing that eventually. But yeah, check this out. Nova, check out this storm. Hopefully you can get it without any glare. That's Dazzler being possessed by a villain by the name of Malice. And there she is there, about to give someone the how do you do. I'm gonna do some of these blank covers. The next blank cover, I'm trying to get away today. I think I'm gonna do this. I want to start branching out and do more figure style. I'm gonna do Tarzan and Sheena, and I already have some reference picked out from 2 models, and I'll share those. So if you guys want to draw with me, I went to the comic book store today to work out some business. Ended up spending money instead of making money, but that's okay. That's for the future. Talk about a treasure. Talk about not knowing what you're getting. This thing right here, I'm like, oh, okay, a shadow. I bought it just for the cover alone, and then I open it up, and it has Michael Kaluta on pencils with Bernie Wrightson on inks, and it's just beautiful work. There's some great Bernieisms here. It must be as an artist a blessing and a curse to be inked by somebody who's really good, but in a double-edged in the sense that inker, if he's better than you, his inking is going to overpower your pencils, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But this was it's so good. Anyway, maybe I should do some reviews, but I don't want to be stepping on other people's stepping in their lane. Stay in my lane and keep drawing, inking, and penciling. Drawing, inking, and painting. Alright, that's the bicep there, because this hairy arm is... But check out these Treasury Edition books that I picked up. Let me just do this dude's thumb. Little Treasury Edition of Conan the Barbarian. When I went today, it was really just to if I was going to look at some books, it was really just to pick up some painted books or painted covers. But you can't pass up Barry Windsor Smith's old art. For gold, he chucked her. And the size is ginormous. That's what she said. Wow, a little over 13 by 10. This was cool. This was cool to see and pick up. I can't wait to go through it. Some Kirby, some 2001 Space Odyssey. Nico, thank you for coming through. I understand it's late. Thanks for peeking. I'm on a lot, so hopefully I can catch you on a time that you can hang out. Look at all this chewed up. These are beautiful. Some Jack Kirby. You said I have 3? No, I have this one here for the side piece. And this is just a still image. The production values are dropping, but the technology going up. I'm kidding. These are really cool to see this big. Kirby's artwork. He's another one I really would love to see some of his original art, like his pencils. Anyway, this was cool to find. Nico, I don't do any lives on the weekends. Maybe in the future, but right now, because I do so much Monday through Friday, I avoid the weekends. But we'll figure something. We'll see each other again in the future. I guarantee it. And then this one, let me move this Wolverine face. This thing. I bought this because I thought it was going to be all Joe Kubert art. I love Joe Kubert's inking style. You can just kind of tell. I wish I could kind of tell. I know some of this is brush and some of it is nib. I think the majority of this is brush. But I cracked this thing open and was surprised, man, that it was none other than Nesta Redondo. And this thing is a masterclass in form and storytelling. Plus, that little homie looks like Scott Baio. I just want to slap him. But this has amazing artwork. And look at how cool it would have looked in black and white. This is one of those that I would have loved to see in black and white. It's just beautiful work. Check out this 2-page spread of the building of the Tower of Babel. I don't know if the cat's meowing or singing to this sad guitar. Anyway, beautiful. Oh, kunk. Check out the Cain and Abel giving him the old kunk right across the coconut. Ugh. I don't know how many of these I would have to do to even just try to. This is gonna be an awesome study. Anyway, those were my. Yeah, man. These were my the gems I found today. A Bible. I wish it was $4. I actually got this for $10. Cool stuff. I would love to do some pieces for this in the future. Who's my favorite artist? I don't know, man. Growing up, I don't know if we had this conversation. We all have the same type of similar. It was Jim Lee, I think. His was the only name I would remember. In the 90s, it was after that I really we had this conversation. I feel like I said too, that really ended up appreciating Kirby and Kubert and Art Adams. And it's fluctuated. A little bit earlier last year, I would have said Kirby. I think at the moment, I might say Kubert. I don't know if there's any besides present company included. I see what you did there. I failed you, Sab. You, sir. You're my favorite. But no, I think you know what I mean. I think I hold the old dudes in such high regards just because of the masterwork they do. It just feels like a different medium when you look at those old pieces. That Bible piece, that Space Odyssey by Kirby and Kubert. And Kubert didn't even draw that one. Nelson, Nelson? Nestor Redondo. She is loud. She has no volume control because she can't hear. Alright, the claws are here. But I don't know. I don't know who my favorite is right now. A couple years ago, it would have been Alex Ross over everybody. I think it's just kind of like when I was looking at peak painting, right? Alex over everybody. I think now I'm falling in love with the storytelling aspect. I'm sure that if I can get a for real Bernie Wrightson, he'll be my favorite. I was kind of surprised when I grabbed that Shadow book. I've been wanting to get his Frankenstein, but that thing is pricey. And Vodonair, how are you? Happy Friday. I hope you celebrate. His claw. The proportions off. My proportions are off. Because the claws are supposed to fit here, but that's not going to fit. So I'm going to make one here, here, and here. But yeah, I may have to really consider, and I think right now it might be the old heads, man, the Kubert and Kirby right now. Kubert, Kirby. There's a... I have a Buscema Silver Surfer Artist Edition. Although I like his art, I don't feel like that's... It didn't make me a bigger fan of his. It just kind of like solidified my art for him, my love for him. Venunair, thank you for coming through. You always either coming through during your studies, which I appreciate, and I know it's late, so thank you again. I don't know why this doesn't fit here now. Maybe because his... But yeah, brother. Alright, now I got a base. I think that's pretty good. Weight. I like that leg. I'm gonna put some more. I'm gonna see how much detail I can put in here. I want to show you guys the Spider-Man that I did, just so you can see where my mind's at when it comes to kind of like the detail that I'm going to put in here. 1 second, yo. So I was able to finish this thing yesterday. Move, Wolverine, shoot. But I am digging this kind of like, get this mic over here. I am digging all of this like little bits and pieces. I was trying to channel Glenn Fabry and Beasley art. There's always something little that I end up appreciating from some of my paintings. Sometimes it'll be either a line or a gesture or whatever the heck. For this piece, I went in the back end and added purple. You guys might not see it because it's so glary in here. But yeah, I got some deep purples in the shadows, and I'm like, man, that looks fantastic. I'm gonna have to try that trick again. But all those, I want to use that and try to make this Wolverine as grotesquely. All right. Do I still need? Do I still need my reference? I don't think so. You guys can see that a bit better. See if I can find the right angle. Just keep the reference on the side for me. Oh, thank you for the compliment. And Nova, you're a fan of Storm. Here you go. That's the Storm from the 80s. No, well, I guess I kind of messed that up because she has powers, and in the 80s she really didn't. Well, that glare is going to kill us. To piggyback on Saboteur's question, anybody here? What's your favorite artists? All right, here we go. When you think of that, I'll show you my model. This is going to be the muscle tone for this Wolverine. I tried my best to have him match the pose. It's coming right out of the page. I turned the light off, now I can't see. Gotcha. That's a good run of dudes, man. Of artists. Jim Lee, of course, right? Like Uncle Jim. You know, it was just really it was crazy because they were so young, and I think maybe that's why. You think that's why? And they were rock stars. When you're growing up, really, you're not really familiar with any artist. But they were in commercials, man. This dude was getting his, wondering if his fly was done, or buttoned. Stel Freeze is amazing. The way he paints is really cool. Then I got the Eric Kennedy. Eric Kennedy is amazing. Ed Tadim and Byron. The names don't sound familiar, but I'm sure I must have seen their work. Maybe. It's going to be interesting because all of that is dark. And now I can't see because I turned my lights off. You guys making me draw blind. And even if there's nothing going on, my freaking thing is freezing. I'm going to bend this leg, so it needs to be this way. I'm going to add more shadow under here because I'm going to make it that this leg is deeper in shadow. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll make it work. Because the lighting in the comic book isn't very realistic. This leg is in full light. Right? There's not much 3D representation here. It's kind of flat, except for the hard shading, so I have to think in 3D sense. And I have a LED, a blue LED light on my wall, and it's shining a really cool blue light on the figure. I want to see if I can capture that when I end up painting it. All right, and now it's just gonna be sinewy. That's the word I'm looking for. Kim Jungi, may rest in peace. I was in awe of his artwork. Definitely, I must have spent hours watching his demonstrations. Freehand demonstrations, no less. Oh, his belt. I moved his belt down. Which I don't know why he has one. She went all around the house just to park in front of my door. 1 second. Come here, Broadway. You want to say hi to the people? This is Broadway. She's gonna freak out. She's gonna break stuff. And she gone. She drives us bananas, guys. There's no time. How can I put it? There's no time that's sacred. She does that throughout the night. All night. And my cousin's calling me. Now I'm gonna have to ignore him for y'all because I love y'all. That's probably going to be darker. I will keep Ramita's knee. He draws fantastic knees. Ooh, must be important. I hope he's not outside. Anybody got plans for the weekend? All we doing here is cleaning house. I gotta clean up my studio. My studio. It's just one of the living rooms in my house. Where are my gloves at? Now drawing on this 8x10 makes me wish that I drew on something bigger. But that's all right. It'll make it fun to paint. All right. I gotta figure out how to do these cat scratches. 6. I'm just gonna mark it. This one goes here. It's kind of like the benefit of this this artboard because of the texture. It'd be hard pressed to draw a straight line. This is gonna be. And I really don't care to draw a straight line. This is gonna be toe up. I'm gonna extend it. Just because I went a little too big. But I think that if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's for the background. When it gets painted. And that's it. Shadow. Point, point, oh, point, point, point. And then whatever, here. Yeah, I think that'll give me enough wiggle room to get creative. All right, so this figurine, it's so ridiculous. I love this thing. I'm glad I'm able to use it. When I first got it, I was like, who the heck am I going to be drawing that's this big? But, just got to use it, right? You got to use your imagination. Okay. I think that might work. I'm gonna get a cotton swab and I'm gonna smudge everything in here and then use an electric eraser to emphasize some highlights. Really can't see that, but that's cool. I'm trying to find a 3D shape of his shoulder. I'm trying to match the drawing, the original cover, and blend in the 3D shading of this figure. So I wish I would have drawn that hand that way. I just love the lighting. Ginger Bear, how you doing, man? I appreciate you swinging through while you're working. Won't let them know while you're on the clock. Yeah, this thing here, I found it. I found the reference image on Pinterest, and then I did a bunch of like Google reverse searches to find it. If you're interested, let me know. I'll swing you the link on the DMs. What are we doing? Should I even do? There's a lot going on here, so I'm like losing some of the images, but I think I'll be able to find it. A great post study, thank you, man. I was trying to, well, as you can see, this is the reference. I'm just trying to redo this cover. So I used the grid method so I can get as close to, it's gonna be bigger, but so it can fit on my page. And then I'm just going, just freestyling on the figure, using my reference for 3D spacing and shape. I'm going to maintain the color scheme because I love that, the yellow, orange, and the brown. And I'm just gonna make it gritty. I was showing this thing earlier. This was the last piece I did, so I'm going to try to use that technique there, that Glenn Fabry, Simon Beasley gritty painted style that they do. I think they use acrylic, maybe oil. I kind of like fell into that while I was doing the Spider-Man, and I'm like, I would love to keep trying to do that. Yeah, JR stuff is really good. He where's Saboteur? He likes square artist. He wasn't so square early in his career. Looking at his stuff from this run, he got a really square when he later on, simplifying it more for his taste so he can move quick. But his stuff is, like you said, it looks simple, but it absolutely is not. All right, that's the suit. That's the suit. Yeah, I would think that Wolverine has ginormous shoulders from all the weight. Just a freaking badger looking ass dude. Yeah, man, I've been going through a lot of back covers and just old books, 80s, 70s, that era, and it's just been fun doing that. I just grabbed another Punisher magazine with a Joe Jusko cover on it. Where is it? Look at that smile. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's crazy, man. Some really young Wilts Portacio's artwork in here. Oh yeah, man. So that's what I've been doing, brother. Al Williamson's art inks, yeah. Who is this one? Who's inking this? Dan Green is inking these. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's JRJR. This one's great. This one is after the issue where he stabs Rachel Summers. And Rachel is freaking out, and he's hunting her in her dreams. I used to have that watch. Maybe not that one. I felt like I had that one. And he drew a lot. Look at those backgrounds, man. These people, these artists, you can tell when they were young, man, they were just showing off, showing out, putting in work. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and his Daredevil run, his Man Without Fear. All of those are good. I have the Mazzucchelli run, the Born Again, and I have the artist edition of that one. I wish it was a bit bigger. What can you do? They have one that's a bit bigger, but it's a little bit too pricey for me. Those issues of Daredevil, even the Romita run with Miller writing, they're so cinematic. And I've been reading this thing. On my spare time. And the writing is so up and down or hit or miss. But the issues, the Frank Miller issues, are so good. It's so good. And it makes the Spider-Man stuff seem really out of place in terms of the writers. But there's a panel in here that I'm going to redraw if I can find it. It's a Frank Miller drawing of Spider-Man punching well, now I can't find it, of course, because this makes for great video. Like, it's just really good. Look at the contrast in inking of just the figure. Look how heavy those are. That's just a brush. And then how where are you, Dagnabbit? Ah, that's the one. I'm gonna redo that one. Swat. All right. There's some places that need definition, so. Sorry, man. I have that effect on people. That's the only one I have, the Essentials Volume 1. I picked it up when I was drawing and painting my my Punisher. Oh yeah, I forgot his other leg. And although I like it, I like the old Frank by himself. He's just such an absurd character. It's amazing. But then I found those Punisher magazines. I grabbed like 5 of them. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. I'm gonna have to go back and grab the first 3 if I can find them. They don't seem very rare, and they don't seem very coveted, so I might get lucky and find them. And I have to fight an old lady for them. Because I will fight an old lady for them. You could go ahead. I won't tell nobody, bro. Secret safe with me, man. These claws make no sense. Bigger than his forearm. I think it'll go past his arm into his shoulders. All right. All right. That's not too bad. Now it looks blurry. Did I show you my finished Punisher? I'm gonna have to go over there and grab it. It's gonna sound like we're in the dentist. Now I'm kind of curious how the gouache of it. I might have to erase some of this even further. Yeah, my tooth is. But it probably won't erase too much. To go. All right, that should work. And she's back. Slippery. All right, we're gonna go back and get the molars. You know what? I don't think it's gonna make a difference either. I got the gist of it. I'm just gonna go back in and sharpen up those lines. That's the cool part about the painting part. You really don't need everything. Plus, I'm looking at all this other reference, so I don't think I'll get lost anywhere. And I wanted to be a bit more expressive and mow me. I'm gonna have to fix the creases here. Amanda Rich is back. All right. I'm curious if I should ink. Ink meaning if I should throw in black gouache or acrylic and treat it like it was a pencil drawing and then worry about the painting, but meh. Ginger House, appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Ginger House, have a good one, man. Happy Friday. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Put your camera on mute. The problem I'm having now is that I can't get fine line with the pencil, but I think I'm all right. I think I should be able to see everything well enough. And like I said, everything is pretty much in front of me. Problem with lead, when you're painting, it may get muddy. It may muddy your paints. And I really don't want to put a fixative on this. And I don't think I want to put a gesso. I think I'm just going to paint right over it and risk. I'll just keep erasing. Because now that I got everything where I want it, I can just let nature take its course. I'm trying to think with that Spider-Man. I don't remember if I know I didn't use a fixative. It would have been a pain to draw, to paint over. I am looking forward to the weekend. I hope you guys are too. Things are moving pretty quick. I'm not sure. I was going to try to wait and do this next week, but I don't think I will be available next week. I will not be streaming next week. I don't know how I'm going to paint this guy's face. I just bought some new brushes too, so hopefully I can use the brushes for that. Yes, sir. The weekend is going to be awesome. So I am happy that this is getting did. I really did need kind of like a reset. And so I'm not really even sweating this piece that much, even though I am having a ball doing this thing. I knew I was going to have fun doing it because one is Wolverine, so. Who doesn't have a fun drawing Wolverine? And I'm not really thinking about the pose. The pose is in front of me. I'll stress about it when I'm painting. The sketch isn't going to plan. You know, I'm curious. I'm trying to see how many pieces I've done. Start recording and it just doesn't work out. Shut it off. Like, forget it. I hear you, man. Sometimes you just want to... It's such a weird pressure, though, isn't it, as a content creator and an artist to... Because we judge everything that we do harshly. But I think that's because we know how mean-spirited people can be. So, I have a painting, unfinished painting of Galactus that I did. That is just... Here, I'll show you. You spend too much time on it not to. Do it, man. I think that, and if you feel some type of way, I know you don't speak on your videos. I think that would be different. And share your thoughts of why you feel that way. I did a video of Goku in my style. It was close to my style a lot. I mean, because I can't do anime style like freehand. I really have to look at it. And I kind of did a bit of both, of staring and converting it into my own style. And I kind of I posted it, shared my what I felt about it, and Some people agreed. Yeah, it's trash. And I'm like, oh, God. Ah, that's the one. Somebody said it was sacrilegious, which I think is one of the funniest things I've read about any bit of my artwork. It's sacrilegious, and I asked him to clarify: is sacrilegious in a good way or in a bad way? He confirmed it was in a bad way. But I'm like, it's just freaking Goku. Oh man, that lived rent free in my head for a while. I'm like, jeez, man, sacrilegious. Do you know what that means? It's just Goku. I don't know if that I don't know if that helps your confidence or your decision making to share your work, but I'm sure it can't be so bad that it's sacrilegious. Like, so at least you got that going for you. And there's no way. But that's just it also, isn't it, right? We can do 20, 30, 40 pieces of art that are good, great, represents us, represent what we wanted to do from beginning to end. You get that bad egg salad, the one piece that either doesn't come out right or doesn't relate right to somebody, and they'll trash it. And it's like, good lord, where are my friends? Where are my friends? But I feel you, bro. Here, I'll show you my bad Galactus. Now, this was maybe 2 years ago. You'll have to Google the meaning of sacrilegious. I actually Googled it when they said it to me. I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard that word in a positive context. And I did. Yeah, that jerk. Wait, hold on. Oh, my doggo went outside, had a good time, and he found some mud. And now I might have to cut this short soon so I can go bathe him, because he looks terrible. Yes, it does. You're just being nice to me. And maybe I just didn't know when I was doing this. It was a challenge to me. I'm like, I'm gonna go big. I gotta go big. I want to do big. And who's bigger than Galactus? And I think now, with what I know, I could go over this with thicker paints and try to salvage it. But I also wanted to keep it to remind me that it's all right. I didn't chuck it. I didn't tear it up. I didn't throw it away. I think the drawing is it's too loose. I thought I can wing it with the paint. Oh, I could just hide it this here, this there, and the other. I think you could tell where the idea was, where it was gonna go. It's possible. in hindsight, that I just used too watery consistency. So I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know if I want to finish it, and I don't know if I want to throw it away. It's kind of a weird feeling I have now with it. I wish I would have at least dated it. I need to start doing like a date of when I started, and not just when I finished. I finished I was signing an old drawing I did of Chitara of the Thundercats, and I couldn't remember when I did it. It turned out I'm glad I took a picture of it. It was in November. It just didn't feel that long ago. That one definitely feels a long time ago. I salvaged my confidence after by doing a ink version of Galactus. But I'm glad I kept it. I have a book there of Frazetta's stuff that's incomplete, like his studies and stuff. Not that I'm Frazetta or anywhere near him, but I wonder. On some of those, I wonder why he didn't chuck those, or. But it's possible with him that people knew he was gonna be. That it was during the time he was the man, so they was like, "We'll take it." And curated his sketches for themselves. Alright, so that's gonna be dark. I think I may be... He looks like he's smiling. I might have to figure it out. How to do the mouth so it won't look like he's smiling. Give him shark teeth. I might change the face. If it keeps looking like he's smiling, I'll just give him a grimace. There you go. There you go, youngins. Quick tip. If you can't draw him with his mouth open, smirk him. Smirk him in the face. I think the hardest part is going to be trying to make sense of any of the lines over here. See how that looks? It gets all muddy. These artboards aren't really made for intricate pencil drawing or tight lines, as you can tell, because of all the texture and the bumps. But maybe we can definitely find them when we get to the painting stage. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to use the Ah, Nova, I see you switched over. Alright, I think that's gonna be... I think that might be it. I think that might be it for now. I might just tidy up. If there's anything I end up doing today, it'll be tightening it. Tightening up. But I think that's it, guys. Happy Friday. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. For real, man. If I have a good weekend, I hope I passes on to you guys. Honestly. So, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Thanks for chatting with me. I appreciate your time. Leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me some. Leave a comment on the main page. Let the algorithms know that you had a good time. Other than that, I'm gonna let the music play me off a bit. Have a great time, everybody. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and until the next time, I'll draw you later. Bye bye.